everyone, so I did a get ready with me featuring my Jordana cover up. I was looking at the complete cover foundation, and I used my Downtown Browns from Black Radiance. I thought I'll feature these two items as I use them for reviews, and then I also use my NYC smooch proof, just a couple of things. And if you like to see how to create this look or just get ready with me and hear my chit chat, continue watching. Alright, so this is more or less me talking with you guys. So this is Jordana Complete Cover Maximum Coverage 2-in-1 Concealer and Foundation, and I bought 06, 07 and 08. I'm using 07 Neutral Olive. So I tried this yesterday with a brush and it was pretty difficult, and with just one use I have to go and like deep cleanse my brush because it clung. It's just adhere to the bristles, but the brush I'd use it twice with another foundation. Anywho's, want to try it with my hands, see how it will work. So I will edit. I have like a lot of breakouts here, so I will put, I have no concealer. I'm not using concealer today because this is a concealing one, so I'm just gonna put it on my blemishes first and tap it in there, and then on my red areas, blemish there again, and then go. So even though I'm gonna more or less do a demo, I will at times for this edit out certain things because I just don't want this to be a really long video. So you can see the coverage. It's thick. It's pretty thick. It's thick like concealer actually. So it's supposed to be maximum coverage. Let's see. I'll do half of my face so you guys to see. So this pretty much is with one layer. I'm just gonna put a little more under my eyes. Just like that was like a tad bit. I find that it's not matte, but does it claim to be matte? No, it's more or less just full coverage. So you can see there is a difference with put a little extra. Okay, so personally this is too light. So 07 Neutral Olive, but NC42 Skin is too light, and I think 08 looks quite dark, but I will try that in another get ready with me. So I'm gonna go in with my BH Pro powders matte. This is number 235. This is a shade or two darker for me, so I'm going in with my color kabuki brush. I'm just gonna stipple this more or less in, starting with the perimeters of my face to match everything up, and then I'm going to blend into my skin. So this is pretty much what I do with all my lighter foundation. Kind of more or less go on the outer part, and then I start going in, but I'm very more or less using a light hand. So there we go. This can work. So I got better coverage with my definitely got better coverage with my fingers than with the brush, and I'm sure with a sponge it's going to shear out this foundation. I think when you start it off it's more or less like medium, but you can actually build it close to a full coverage. I don't say fully, it's a full coverage. So for sure it's medium to medium full. Not, I won't say totally full coverage. It does not feel cakey on my face. And I don't find it feels really wet. But I'm gonna go in and have a long day with my Maybelline Dream Matte Powder, mainly in the center of my face. So I've actually changed my whole routine as to how I do my makeup. So I next go to my brows, comb it out, and then I fill it in with my e.l.f. eyebrow kit. So, and I've been using this hip brush. Can't remember what I had. This looks like an eyeliner brush, but I've been using this to fill in, and it has been working pretty amazing for that. Before, the brushes used to take me quite a while because I had to keep building. So I'm going to set it. I pulled out a stop in here and a lot of product comes out now. So if you have any brow gel where you find too much product comes out, get a spoolie or even say an old mascara, clean it out, and I usually just stop a little from it, and that's what I pretty much use to set my brows. Then I take this City Color Perfector pen in sand, and this is what I use to clean up my brows. So I go in from under here with this, and then I do it on top. And what I do, I actually just blend in with my fingers for the bottom here, and then I go in with this color angle shadow brush for on top. Next we go on with eyeshadow. So I do it to my face until pretty much I am finished now. So this is my Laura behind the scenes. You've been seeing it in a couple of my get readies with me. So I know some people be like, oh my gosh, you're just using one thing. It's like the same routine over and over. Yes, because I want to finish up, and I have too many. Like I need to sell some of put on my blog sale some of my primers, because I have way too many. And then this is my Bare Minerals 5-in-1 eyeshadow. I got it in a tube, and I felt like it was giving me problems to. I can talk and do this. It was giving me problems to come out, and I thought that's what I did. I thought that it was finished. I knew there was a lot of product, but reading through there, I was not seeing it. So I said, you know what? Let me pull out this stopper. And trying to get the stopper out, the packaging was like giving me problems. So I did what I had done with my Urban Decay primer portion. I cut it open and I departed it. I was like, you know what, this is going to be too much stress, let me do it. So my kids were actually tickled by the whole idea. He's like, especially Joshua, he was like, Mom. I want to use this palette, Downtown Browns from Black Radiance. It's new, but the problem I have with this palette is that there are no matte colors in it. So I will need to use another palette with it. So I'm going to use my MUA Makeup Academy sponge tip. This is what it looks like. Making a hot mess here. So before I get into that, I'm going to use my MUA that's in my project pan as my crease and transition color. So I'm going in with this color here. Love this as a nice transition. I usually put this above. After I finish with that, and if you've seen my other get readies with me, I go in with this other matte taupe color. And I'm seeing like little white flexes in it, which has me like, oh my gosh, powdery. But it's working. Because I actually love to tap up because I already have my foundation done. So you can see it just gives a little definition as against the other eye. That's what I'm going to go with the brow bone color here. I'm going to go with that one. So I'm going to build my crease up first, and don't want to go too smoky, but I don't want to go too light. So I've been using like this from my comfort zone kind of color. So I'm going to actually go with this color up here, eyelid, maybe creating a little so there is some sort of fallout. Yeah. Wow, yeah, it's pigmented, just like a thing tapped off. Okay, wow. So that was just one placement. I need to go in with my blending brush. I don't want this too smoked out. Wow, this is ending up a lot more smokier than I wanted. So I'm going with an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go into this color here. Just going to press it in, a lot of excess. So I don't want a hot mess. I'm going to tap it off, pack it in. Alright, this is pigmented enough that I'm still going to be able to get a nice neutral eye. So I'm going to blend a little bit again. This time it's a smaller fluffy brush, so I don't blend out too much of the lid color. So I'm wetting my brush. First my brush fell and then I aimed wrong just now. Are you guys like that? I'm like that silly. So, oh yeah, much more intensity. And when you wet your eyeshadows too, you find that they last much longer on your lids, by the way. It's almost like if you're working with a pigment. So for brow bone, I'm just pulling from this MUA palette and I'm taking, I don't even know, Shy, which is this color here. And it's like a satin color, so there's not a lot of sheen and shimmer, and I like that about it. But for my inner tear duct, I'm actually going to use one of the Black Radiance eyeshadows. So for inner tear duct, we're going with this brow bone color here. I maybe should have used that on my lid. I don't know. And guess what? I am actually going to be using my Urban Decay Mildew pencil, which is my green, because guess what? I'm working on finishing that. So that's that. And then I am going to Urban Decay Mildew. It's giving me a lot of problems to sharpen, but I'm going with it. So I'm going to curl lashes and apply my Lancome Sills Boost XL Mascara Primer. And then we go. So the mascara I'm killing has been my L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara, because I need to finish this by the end of the month, and that's come down to a couple days. But the thing is, this is already starting to behave drying up. As you can see, I'm applying it and it's not as wet as it used. So I finished lining, and so it's back to mascara. Now someone had asked me why I put one layer first and then I go back rather than just line my my lash line and then go back in with the mascara twice. I need to try doing that, but I usually like to put on mascara first, one layer, line, because after you sometimes put line your lashes, line your lid, I find sometimes if the brush happens to touch my lashes, they clump up and all that kind of stuff, and I just generally go in with like a more defining mascara and I just touch it up. But I need to put at least 2 coats of this mascara now because it is drying up and it's feeling so light. Alright, sorry, I actually put mascara on the bottom lash. You can see my dark circles coming through. Hubby just called to do devotion, so he reached to work. I'm actually uploading on my phone a vlog that I did going down south. I ended up having to do it in 2 parts. Gonna build underneath my eyes again. Maybe I need to go in with a concealer. This, see this? This is crazy dark circles. And one of my friends told me, Rhonda, stop trying to hide it, deal with it, in the sense that I need to use eye cream, but I am. But it's, I don't know, it's just not working, so I need to get maybe another eye cream. I don't know if you guys can recommend something for me to use that will work. So I have to set it, and I'm actually just going to set it with my, because I don't have my other powder, but I'm going to set it with my Dream. This is going to have to work for today. Usually I would set with like my Ben I's Pretty in Pink, or which is finished now, or the one that's in my Beach Cosmetics thing, but don't have that here with me. Contouring, my Lorac Tantalizer, and so I'm going in with that color. I always tap off habit. So this one you have to build again, habit of tapping it off, and then I go up. Just remember, so I'm going in with blush Magic from Tarte that I'm trying to use up in Project Pan. I should have showed you, you tap off and there's hardly anything to tap off, and you guys can see how pigmented this thing has gotten. When I started off using this brush, it was not this pigmented, so I'm gonna have to blend this out a bit. Highlighter from my Laura Tantalizer. Some people say it's chunky. I noticed this one I have here, I don't find that it's like that. So, and I guess I tap off also, so whatever glitter particles that's there actually goes. So that is my look. I have to do lips still, so I have these two that I'm going to review, and for work I'm actually going to use this color, and I had lip balm on. Yeah, I was wiping my fingers off. Yeah, I have pretty pigmented lips, and I was actually exfoliating them this morning. So this is from the Smooch Proof. I can't remember the name of this one. And these are inexpensive, so look out for the review, but this is pretty much the look. Should I go with the other one and be bright? I actually just like how simple this is. Should I put a gloss on? Should I? I'm actually liking this. Oh, I need to set it. Long days. Don't want to look like a cake fest either, because a lot of powder is on. So this is the final look, and it did work out okay. Review will be coming on this palette, so look out for that. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this.